The Victorian government has unveiled its return to school plan ahead of day one of term one. It includes a rapid antigen test regime for both teachers and students.
A simple message to Victorian students and teachers preparing to return to school on January 31.
It'll be a bit different, but you'll be back, and that's the most important thing.
Victoria is mirroring New South Wales' intent to get kids back in the classroom, and it will be built around rapid antigen testing. 14 million tests will be delivered to schools and early childhood centres, 6.6 million in the first week.
The first trucks are out the gate this morning delivering those rapid antigen tests. They'll be delivered throughout the course of the week. They will be there day one in our schools and in the first week in our early childhood centres.
The plan for the first month of school is in place. Students and teachers will test at home twice a week. Those at specialist schools have been asked to test 5 times a week.
That surveillance testing is all about detecting cases, not necessarily every case. That would be almost impossible given the amount of transmission that's in the community. But it's about finding as many cases as we can and shutting down those chains of transmission.
The government remains confident students and teachers will test properly.
I couldn't be more confident that parents and carers, the overwhelming majority, will use the tests for what they are for, and that is surveillance testing for their children as they go to school. I couldn't be more confident about that.
All teaching staff have until February 25 to get their booster vaccine, and 30 million masks will be distributed in a massive assault on getting classrooms back to normal.
We want our kids back to face-to-face learning, and this back-to-school plan provides parents, students and teachers with the comfort and the confidence knowing that we are doing everything we can. Even though it might look a bit different in some circumstances, we are doing everything we can to do this in a COVID-safe way to get our kids back to school.
The Premier concedes cases will spike.
It's not for me to call time on its peak or not. There will obviously be cases that come from schools being back. It's about managing them. It's not about shutting schools indefinitely to avoid them. We are vaccinated now. We have what we need to prevent, in the vast majority of cases, really, really serious illness.
But Victoria is not on its own, working in very closely with New South Wales across the border.
The positive partnership, particularly with New South Wales, to have pretty much identical arrangements in their schools and ours. We think that there's some strength, not just for our respective states, but there's strength for the nation in having the two biggest states on essentially the same footing.
Mark Stevens, Sky News.